Hello, everybody. My name is Carla, and normally I write blogs, but today I wanted to do my first blog. And the topic for tonight is They Are Not Your Puppet. And that's basically learning how to accept people for who they are and not for who we want them to be. And it's like we want to make people fit into our lives how we want, and when they don't, we love to cut people off. It's like, okay, I want you to act like this or bring this into my life. And we just have to realize that life doesn't always work like that. And we think we can change or even manipulate people into being the person that we want them to be. And we just have to realize that we cannot control anyone but ourselves. And we get so caught up in how we want someone to act that we fail to realize what they can bring into our lives. Even though they may not be the most dependable person or loyal person, but they may be able to bring laughter into our lives. We may be able to call them up to go have a good time or, just to hang out with. And when you pay attention to people long enough, you'll know what they're able to bring to the table and what they're good for and what they're not. And that's when you have to realize that, okay, maybe this person is better off as a friend than us being in a relationship together, or we're just better off as co-parenting than raising our kids together. And you'll know who will answer the phone at 2 in the morning. You know who's going to be there when you need advice, or someone who you just need to talk to, or when you have good news. You know who's going to support you and who's not going to support you. And you'll just have a better understanding and filter on the people in your life when you stop trying to act like they're a puppet, and you can make them do this or make them be this way or make them care or make them love you, or just stop trying to make them be what you want them to be. And we have to learn how to stop letting our desires dictate our life. Yeah, it would be great if everybody was loyal, real, open, honest, all these things that we look for in people, but it doesn't always turn out that way. And just because at the time that this person may only be able to bring one or two things to the table, it doesn't mean that they're going to always only be able to bring those one or two things. Because it's like a couple of years ago, I had a friend, and he was so stuck on the way that he wanted people to be in his life. It's like he wanted people who were already made. He wanted people who had a relationship with God, or they was this type of way or that type of way, or they did these type of things. Like, he just had this whole list of how he wanted people to be in his life, and if you didn't fit that, he didn't want you in there. And during that time, I didn't fit that criteria, and so he just decided that he didn't want me in his life. And as life went on and I grew, I turned out to be that person that he had the criteria in the list on. And it's like you can't always turn your back on people or think that, oh, you're never going to change, or you're never going to reach your potential, or, you're just always going to be this way, because you don't know what's going to happen in their life that may cause them to grow and become, a better person. And when we stop trying to treat people as puzzle pieces in our lives becomes less stressed, and we're able to enjoy people and enjoy our life more. We're not so focused on, okay, I want you to be like this or you need to act like that. And we're able to say, okay, well, this is who you are, this is what you bring, and I can respect that. And it makes things easier because we're not budging and trying to force somebody to be something others aren't feeling like we're trying to change them, or who they are aren't good enough. And it's just everything becomes more enjoyable, and you have healthier relationships and companionships. And too many times we're focused on what others bring to us, and not many times we focus on what are we bringing into other people's lives. And it's like you have to ask yourself, am I that person that I'm expecting from others? Because it's so easy, to be like, okay, I want you to act like this, I want you to act like that. But you have to look at yourself first and say, okay, am I able to do those things? Am I capable of reaching this want or desire that I have for other people? And before you can expect for anybody to bring anything into your life, you have to make sure that you're bringing those same things into the lives of others, whether that's as a companion, as a friend, as a spouse, or anything like that. And it's like when somebody brings absolutely nothing into your life, and I mean, like, when you go through your contacts and you like, okay, this person brings this, okay, I can depend on this person for that, they're good for this. And when you come across their name and you can't think of one positive thing that they bring into your life, then that's when you need to cut them off. And I just hope that this helps someone who's struggling with this issue, because I mean, we're human, we all do it. We all want for people to be a certain way. We want to have certain relationships with people, but because of some of their flaws or their characteristics, we're unable to have those relationships with people. And even sometimes we feel like as we grow, we've reached a level that someone may not be at yet, and we feel like, oh, I can't have you in my life because I'm doing these things now, or I'm this type of person now and you're not, so I can't have you in my life. But that doesn't mean that they're a bad person or anything like that, just because they're not the person that you want them to be right then and there. And we just have to learn to accept people for who they are at the moment, and allow them to bring the things that they're capable and able to bring into our lives. And we just need to learn how to love and enjoy people more for who they are and not for who we want them to be. So I hope this helps somebody. Thank you. Bye.